Hello, good morning. Um, my name is Julian. I'll be your host today for the morning market review. If you can hear me, please type yes. This meeting is currently being live streamed on YouTube as well. So if you have your friends that are not yet clients, they can watch us live on YouTube. We are being live streamed on YouTube at the moment. If you have any of your friends that are yet to join, tell them to run and come and join now. Because we're starting in about 2 more minutes. So let's just give it 2 more minutes and then we'll start. Without further ado, welcome to this class. We are starting immediately. Okay, so we all know today is CPI. Let us look at the fundamentals for today. We all know today is CPI. So let's see what you're expecting today during CPI. So basically, CPI will come out today by 1:30 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. you have CPI coming out. So it's something that you can make money with, you know. If you have done CPI before, you probably will understand what I'm talking about. But let me just quickly show us a client. This is a client made about 10 million. That was um November last year during CPI. November last year during CPI. So the amount of money you can make during CPI is largely dependent on how much you are trading. Largely dependent on how much you are trading with. Okay. So that is basically what is going to determine how much money you make. Now, this was the CPI that came out that particular day. So this was November 10th, 2022, right? By 2:30 p.m. CPI. Now, this particular client traded and made how much? This is, look at it, 2022 November 10th by 2:30 p.m. Look at the news. Look at the news here. November 10th, 2022 by 2:30 p.m. Right? So the CPI came out and the CPI was bad for the US dollar, right? It was bad for the US dollar, which means that stocks, US 100, US 500, US 2000, Euro USD, GBP USD, any currency that was trading against the dollar, if you were to place a buy on those currencies, you would have made money based on the lot size. So this person placed a lot size of a buy using 5 standard lots on US 100. Like I said, I just showed you the previous picture where the whole CPI came out, you can see negative, negative, negative. So everything was negative for the US dollar, right? Everything was negative for the US dollar, and this was the result of the whole thing. This was the result of the whole thing. So, so what happened here, right? So that is basically it. Person placed the trade by 2:30 at that particular time and made too much money. Let me show us the charts of that day, November 10th, 2022, US 100. Let me go to November 10th, 2022. November 10th, 2022. Already passed it. November 10th, 2022. Exactly. This is it here. This is November 10th, 2022. By 2:30 p.m., right? We want to check by 2:30. So I'll go to the 30 minutes so I can see 2:30 p.m. November 10th, 2022. Look at it. Look at this particular candle here. Look at this candle. This long candle, this one. This one here, this very big candle. If I put this vertical line on top of it, you see that this particular candle started when this big candle that went up started 10th of November 2022. By what time? By 2:30 p.m. on the dot. That was when this candle started going up. And that person placed a buy on US 100. So this was the buy. Person placed it at 10,980 points. 10,980.60. Let me go back. 10,980.60. 10,980.60. This was that person placed the buy. He placed the buy at this price. And where did he take his profits? He took it at 11,208.99. 11,208.99. 11,208.99. 11,208.99. This was where he took his profit. So from here to this point is how many pips? This is 22908 divided by 100. So this is 229 pips. So he placed 5 standard lots on US 100 at 229 pips and got what? 10 point something million. Just when the price moved from that price level to this price level here. So that can be you, okay? That can be you. Now, for someone to place 5 standard lots, you know how much he puts in, okay? You know how much he puts in. And from what we are seeing today, there's a link I'll probably share to you guys. I don't know if we can. There's this guy on Instagram. It's called Life Goal Investment. So you can check it. Life Goal Investments on Instagram. And you can get something about what might happen during CPI today. Okay. So Let's go. So like I said, you can make so much money, okay? So let's go to the chart and see what we can get out of it today. All right, so I'm starting with so let's start with a currency. Oh, these currencies are already pushing up. Oh. Everything is pushing up. Everything is pushing up. Euro, USD, PV, AUD, everything is just pushing up. USD card. So it seems the dollar is losing strength already as we speak. Dollar seems to be losing strength as we speak right now. All right, so let me start with US 100. Let me start with US 100, okay? So presently, US 100 is on a downtrend. How do I even know it's on it? How do I know it's on a downtrend? My indicator helps me. My stochastic RSI VIP indicator helps me. So it basically tells me the trend. So in my RSI on my 1 hour time frame, my RSI is below 50. As long as my RSI is below 50, the trend is a downtrend. So I'm looking out for sales. Okay. So now what I have to do now is just to figure out where the sale is likely to take place from. Okay. So add my moving average. Now look at what is happening here. You can see that there is a resistance here around this, around 15303.04. And there's also, you have this resistance, and then you have this moving average, which is also acting as a resistance to push the price down. So I'm expecting that when price gets to this resistance, that there's going to be a downward push. Now this resistance here, if I was to draw another line here, just where this moving average ends, if I go back to 15 minutes, you'll see that this region, this is like a resistance region here. This area here is like a resistance region, right? So I'll be looking to enter a sell. Now look at what even happened to your left. Look at what happened to your left around here. Can you see here? Can you see this place? You can see how price went up, got to that same resistance, and what came all the way down. Right? You can see it here as well. See it here. Look at it here. Look at it here as well. What is technical analysis? Technical analysis is the study of the past price activity of an instrument in order to be able to forecast what it will likely do in the future. But you can see my screen, Mr. Gabriel. Mr. Gabriel, I don't want to say, can you see my screen? Please, if you can see my screen, type yes on the chat. Everybody can see my screen. Okay, let's continue. So, like I said, I'm expecting around this region, you can see that there's a moving average, then you have like a resistance zone. So I'm expecting that when price gets to that zone, price will come here, hit this zone, and then start to come back down. So you want to mark this area as like a sell zone, right? This is like your sell zone. So mark this. This is on US 100 on 15 minutes. So you want to look to your left. Look at the area where look at where my mouse is pointing to. Here. Now look at it here. Look at it here again. Can you see it here? Look at it here. Now look at it here again. So price is likely to buy up to this place. Then, so if you want to enter a buy, you can probably enter a buy at current price. But once price starts getting to this resistance, you want to look at selling and selling back down. Okay. So that is my take for what? For US 100. The price is on a downtrend. Price is what? On a downtrend. It's not about my moving average. It's not only moving average that I'm using to do my analysis. I'm using moving average. I'm using support and resistance. I'm using RSI. I'm using stochastic RSI. I'm using trend line. You know, so it's not just moving average that I'm using. All right. So someone said, which please no voice here. I don't understand what that means. All right, so that is my take for US. I'm expecting price to reject based on what has happened previously to my left, and then for price to start coming back down. Okay, so let us check out US 2000. I can't do anything without my VIP indicator, my stochastic RSI VIP indicator. If you want it, you have to be a VIP client. Fund your account with at least 1M, and then you can have it. So look at what is happening here. On US 2000, on US 2000, you can see that the price has gone slightly above 50 here, right? It has gone slightly above 50. It has gone slightly above 50 on the 1 hour time frame. But the trend generally seems to be a downtrend. If I look at it from let's say from the 4 hour time frame here. From here, trend seems to be down. So let me just draw like a. So possibly this particular trade might go all the way to this trend line before it starts to push what's down. Let me draw my support and resist my support and resistance. Come here, add my moving average. So like I said, this trade might buy up to this trend line before it starts to go down. Look at what happened previously. Anytime price has gone to the trend line, what has happened? It has come down. It went up again, hit this trend line, came down. It went up again, hit the trend line around here, came down. Okay, so you can see it getting to that trend line region again. You can see it getting to that particular trend line region again. So you can just take like a temporary buy and just wait. You can take a screenshot of these things. You can take a screenshot. This is on 1 hour. You can take a screenshot, and then you can mark up these price areas, or just look at the candle formations. Look at this place here. Price can get to that point and start coming back down. Let me check on 15 minutes. Because I take my entries on 15 minutes. So you can see the price going up, right? So the price is pushing up. So what I'm probably expecting is that price will get down to this trend line and start coming down from that trend line. So a buy at this particular moment is okay, but that buy looks to be like a short buy because we are on a what? We are on an uptrend on 1 hour, but that trend might be a short-lived uptrend before it starts coming back down. So, like I said, look at what is happening here. So price might come up here, and then push down. Okay. So you want to be looking at these areas. Just somewhere below this trend line. For your buy. And then once price gets to that area, you want to what? Sell, right? So I don't know if you guys can just draw a line. Sorry, take a picture. And then So look at it. I've expanded it as much as I can. Look at this trend line, and then expect that when price gets to this trend line, there will be some sort of rejection, and then you can begin to sell from that area. My preference is a sell because the trend is downward. It's a downward trend. So my preference is what is a sell. So I just did US 2000. I've also done US 100. Let me go to gold and see what we can get in gold. Let's see what we can get in gold. Yeah, perfect. Myself. All right, so let's go to gold and see what we can get from gold. Mr. Imane, what are you even saying? Please, must we sell to make? Can't we only just buy at least 10? No. Why this thing you just said now? I don't even understand it. Eh? Please, must we sell to make? Can't we just buy only to make profit? If you buy if you buy a house at 100 naira and the value of the house goes from 100 naira to 1 million, won't you need to sell the house at 1 million so that you can make profit, Mr. Emmanuel? This question is... All right, so for gold is presently on a downtrend, as you can see. If I take this crosshair and check it from here, you would see that hold on. You would see that this is where the downtrend started from, right? So let me draw my support and resistance. See, I cannot work without my VIP indicator. I can't do, like, I'm paralyzed without it because I need to know what the trend is saying. So I'm going to draw my trend line from here. I'm expecting price to hit that resistance and then to hit this moving average and then start coming back down. Okay. So let's see how it goes on 15 minutes. Which is this area, right? So there's like a resistance zone. You remember, resistance is not just a line, but a zone. So there's a resistance zone around that area, which the area I'm expecting price to get to before price starts to go down. But at the moment, so you can get going for like a buy, but it has to be like a short buy. You know, because price is currently rejecting around that area. Hold on, let me check something. So price is currently rejecting around that area, and I expect price to hit this moving average and then start coming down. Okay, so all right, so like I was saying, we're expecting price to hit this particular region and then start coming down. As you can see, price is even coming down around that place at the moment. So let's go in for a sell. Once price starts to come down, you can go in for a sell around here. I'm trying to do something. can go in for a sell around here, take your profit before this week support. This is on 15 minutes, gold. Or there's a possibility that price will still go up. So if price starts to go up, you can go in for your buy around here. But also understand that if price gets to this region, talking about this region, this resistance region, there's a likelihood that the price will start to do what? The price will start to what? Go down from that particular region. So my general preference is a what? Is a sell, because the trend is what? Is downwards. Mr. Ayobami, it doesn't matter it's not about the moving average. It's about not just moving average. There are other things that I'm using here that come to play. Okay. So like I said, if you want to go in for a sell, you can go in for a sell around this region. Around what? This region. So you can check it on your phone. You can take a screenshot. Look at the price levels and know what to do. Right? So if the price is going up, you can look to enter your buy around that area that I just gave to you now. And then once it starts going up to this untested resistance region, you want to look at going in for that sell. So I'm giving us like 2 sell entries. If price does not go up here and it starts to go down, you can enter your sell here. Alternatively, if price starts to go up, you can enter your buy here. And if it gets this this region here, if it gets this region here, you should expect that price will start to sell from there. Why do I say so? Because this is technical analysis. Look at what happened the last time. You can see that there's a very strong rejection. Look at 2 candles. This candle went up here, tried to break above this resistance region, and it was knocked back. It tried it again for the second time. Just look at how many rejections. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rejections around this region. And then what happened? Price went all the way down to this point. So we're expecting that once price gets around that region again, that what happened to our left is likely to happen again. That is what we call technical analysis. And look at here as well. Look at this point. Look at this area too. Can you see? Can you see all these many rejections here? Can you see rejection, rejection, rejection? Rejections. So many rejections. So this particular zone is an important zone that you should be aware of. Okay. So we've done our US 2000, done our US 100. We've done gold. So US 2000, US 100, gold. Let's do a currency. Wow, everything is just moving against the US dollar. CMD dollar is going to fall today. Inflation might go up. Okay, inflation might actually go up. This might be bad for the stocks. Okay, I hope I showed us a particular Instagram page to look at to see what might likely happen today. So for USD card, let's see what's going on here. Presently, USD card is on a downtrend. So I can draw it from here, or I can draw it from here. Okay. All right, so let me draw my support and resistance lines. So here, maybe one more here. Not really needed because price is not in that zone right now. All right, let me clear my chart of any. Okay, so price is currently at this region. Hold on. So price is currently here. We expect this sell to get down so you can place, an instant sell. Can go for an instant sell and take your profits below this week's support. Can go for an instant sell and take your profit below that week support. Okay. Let me add my moving average. Yeah, you can go for an instant sell and take your profits below this week's support. And then once price gets to that week's support, look at what happened to your left. Look at what happened here. Can you see what happened here? Last time price got there, what happened? Last time price got there, price went up. So once the price gets to that level, you should be looking for like a buy opportunity, right? So once price gets here, because you want to be buying from a support and selling from a resistance. I always say, let us look to buy, always look to buy from a support and sell from a what? From a resistance. So look to your left. Can you see? Price rejected here and this is where price went up from. Look at that same line. Price went up, was rejected from that line and went down. Look at price was rejecting many times around that place until it finally broke. Look at it rejecting again. Rejection, rejection, so many rejections here, rejection, rejection. So you want to go in for a sell. Once price gets to this particular level, or you go for an instant sell, or if you went for an instant sell, no biggie. We are expecting price to still hit this top code resistance and start coming back down. Okay. So we are still going in for a sell around this region, and then you want to take your profits at this week what support. Then if the price gets down to that point, this week support, you want to be looking out for a what? For a buy. Because the overall trend is a what? Is a down trend. So the time I'll be looking to buy is when price gets to this particular what? Week what? Support. Okay. That is my take for USD CAD. Can take a picture, like I said, take a picture of let me draw the price level. Let me just put the price level there. So look at the price level here now. Look at it to your right here to this point here. Okay. All right. That is my take for USD CAD. All right, let's see what's going on AUD USD. Let's see what's going on AUD USD. So AUD USD has been on a downtrend from here. So I'm drawing my trend line from here to touch this particular. So I go to my 1 hour. USD CAD. And then draw my support and resistance levels. Make sure my chart is clean and everything is showing the way it's supposed to be showing. If I go to my 15 minutes, you notice that there's a kind of rejection going on here right now. Okay. So you want to enter in on a sell for AUD USD around this region. can see that there's a rejection going on here. For me personally, I would have entered a sell, like an instant sell. Personally, I would enter an instant sell around that particular region. So, but if we had seen this earlier, I would have entered a sell from that sell to this stone put resistance. If it breaks it, can continue selling below that point all the way here. Let me use this. This just before this week support for the sell on what AUD USD. Okay. Now, if this keeps going up, you want to go in for your buy around this region here. For AUD, you want to go in for a buy around this region. Although I don't like to place buys above a trend line. I want to place a buy when if price is going to hit this stone coat resistance, which is acting as a support right now because price has already broken above it. So it's acting as a support right now. So it's hitting it and then is likely to go up, or it breaks below it and continues what? Selling. But my preference for this particular trade is actually a buy. Actually, it's actually a buy because the trend is actually upwards. It's just that it has gotten to a kind of resistance, and this downward move might be like just a temporary retracement, like what happened here. You can see how price went up, it retraced, went up again, retraced, went up again, retraced a bit, went up again. Now it's retracing again. So it's possible that once price gets to this area, price might hit this particular price level and start coming back up. So it's either, for me, I'll prefer to buy around this region than to buy here. So basically, I'm saying that you can be looking to buy once price enters this region here. This is like a buy region. Once price enters that region, you can be looking to do what? To place like a buy. This is like a buy region 1. So this region is like a buy region, right? I don't know if you can see this stuff I just did here. Let me try and increase the size. So this is like a buy region. So once price enters into this region, you are looking for like a kind of what do you call, like a kind of rejection from this place, and then the price starts to go up. This is like buy region 2, but I'm not fine with this buy because you are buying above a resistance, and I'm not in support of buying above a resistance. You always want to buy when price is coming out from a support. Okay, why is this thing going out? So this is my buy region for AUD USD. So you want to be monitoring and seeing if price is going to reject like it has done previously. It has gone up, went down, went up. So it's just going on an uptrend basically, right? Price has gone up, it has retraced, it has gone up again, retraced, it has gone up again, retraced. So it's likely to retrace around, just like it has done before, around this place, and then start pushing back up. So this is like I prefer this buy region 1 to this other buy region 2 here. I prefer this one to this one that is on top. Okay, so that is my take on AUD USD. Okay, let's do somebody asked what instruments are likely to be affected by CPI. CPI is coming out in the US. So all the currency pairs that have USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, NZD USD, USD CAD, USD CHF, USD JPY, gold is also going to be affected by the CPI. All the indices, US 2000, US 100, US 500, US 30. Every instrument that is connected with the US in one way or the other is going to be affected by the CPI. I showed you someone who made 10 million naira in November of 2022. And I showed you the number of pips that the person placed and the lot size. You can see that small movement, 10 million naira. If you want to fund for CPI, this is 842. CPI is coming up by 130. It's better you fund your account early, because if you try to fund your account maybe some minutes before CPI, your deposit is not, you might likely not see that deposit until CPI happens. So just letting you know. All right. Let me clean up my charts. So for D30, let's see what we have here. Okay. For D30, on 4 hours, there's a kind of resistance around here. Even on 1 hour, there's kind of resistance around here. So I'm drawing my trend line. This is where the downtrend started from here, which is around B, from around this place. So I draw my trend line from here to meet this recent high. A downtrend is a series of lower highs. This is a high. This is another high, which is lower than the previous one. Let me add my moving average. You can see that the moving average is resting on this resistance, smack on the resistance, trying to let you know that price may be looking to come down. So you want to, we are on a kind of downtrend. We're on a downtrend. Let me check. So you want to go in for a sell. If price can come below this area for D30, you want to go in for a sell around, if price can come down to this area. You want to go in for a sell on D30 if price is able to be rejected around this area. So if price is rejected and comes down, what happened here, where how price go up, and then so price goes up, does a little bit of retracement, then goes back higher, retraces again, then goes back higher, and stuff like that. So that is what is actually at play here. This price is actually trying to go up, but there's a rejection. Look to your left. This is called technical analysis, the study of past price activity to forecast what might likely happen to the future. If you look, let me ask a very quick question. What is happening to the left of this chart? Can somebody I just want to ask just one question. I want someone who wants to answer. You can raise up your hand. I unmute you, answer me. just a quick analysis on what is likely to happen here. What is happening to the left of this chart? Any raised hand? Quick. Let's do it quickly. Anybody who wants to help? Who is the raised hand? Mr. Charles. Okay, Mr. Charles, you can unmute and just quickly answer.
Yes, what is happening to the left of the chart is the record of past movement of prices.
The record, that's not really what I want to hear. There's something particular I want to hear.
Okay. Do you say the market movement, the market trend?
No.
The footprint of the market.
No, don't worry. You did not get it, Mr. Charles. Let me ask Mr. CJ. Mr. CJ, help us quickly.
Yeah. What's happening there that I'm seeing is a strong rejection of prices.
Thank you very much. That's what I want to hear. Look at what is happening here. Look at, when price was around this zone, there was a rejection. It went up, tried again, was rejected before it finally broke it, right? And it went again, tried it again, was rejected, tried again, rejection, tried again, rejection, tried again, down, rejection, tried again, rejection. Now it's trying it again. Technical analysis is the study of the past price activity of a financial instrument in order to forecast what might likely happen in the future, which can be 1 minute from now. Future is 1 minute from now or 2 minutes from now till infinity. That's the future. So based on what has happened before, you can see that there's a rejection going on. Now, for somebody like me, I would enter this sell immediately. I wouldn't even wait. Once I start seeing rejections around this place, I'll just enter the trade. Okay? I'll just enter the trade. I won't even wait for it to get here. Once price starts rejecting, look at what has happened. It has been rejecting out from this place, for a while, since 2nd of August, since 8 days ago. This is D30. Price has been rejecting. So it's possible that, which is what is happening here. You can see that there's rejection going on. Look at, if you check 5 minutes, you see that there's, can you see it? Major rejection going on here. Can you see it? So I wouldn't even have to wait for price to come all the way there before I start. But I've entered if you had entered your sell around here, from here to here, how many pips? Or like 35 pips already. Do you understand? So for D30, you want to, like I said, I would have gone into an instant sell and then try, to see if the trade can get to this point, because it's possible that this particular sell is like a rejection. So price can just go down, maybe come around this particular zone where I've drawn this color and then start pushing back up, because the trend is actually an uptrend. I'm using my 1 hour to know what the trend is. Okay. So that is my take. So once it goes into this zone, it might sell for a bit, and then around this zone, it might start pushing back up. So that is where I would like to place my buy, not place my buy above a resistance. Like I said, I don't like taking buys above a resistance. I like to take a buy from a support like this. Take a buy from a support and take a sell from a resistance, not buy after a resistance or sell after a support. No, you want to take a buy from a support. Look at, this is a support, and you want to take a sell from, this is stone cold resistance. This is weak support. Look at this thing bought from here to this place, from this support. Look at this resistance, and it sold from this resistance down. Look at a resistance, it sold from here down. Look at resistance, sold down. Look at support, bought from support up. So I don't like buying after a resistance, because it means that price has been buying for a long time, and the more price is buying, the weaker that buy is. Okay, So that is my take on D30. That is my take on D. My preference is a what? Is a sell, a temporary sell, but the overall trend is actually an uptrend. Just that this particular resistance is trying to block that uptrend from 1 hour. On 1 hour, my RSI is above 50. So I'm actually looking for a buy. It's just that there's a very strong rejection here, right? So for some of you guys that might want to buy, that might choose to buy after this resistance, fine. But for me personally, I would want this trade to go down around this zone. This is my buy zone, right? So if I enter a sell, once price starts selling, you might get to this moving average, this moving average here. This moving average can start to get around here, and then it is pushed back up, and then it to now attempt to try and break this resistance again. So when price tries it, it is rejected. It should try it again. Look at it, tried it, it was rejected. Now it's trying to try it again to see if it will still reject it. If there's a rejection around this zone, it might start going back up again to try and test it again. So you want to enter your buy early. If price starts buying from here, by the time it has broken this resistance, it has bought for a long time. And if you're entering that buy at that particular point, your risk level is high. Okay. So that is my take on DE30. I have like 2 more for D30. Let me look for another currency to do. Okay, let's do USD JPY. Fresh. Click on all of the time frames to make your chart clean. And I put my VIP indicator. All right. Let's see what's going on here. So price has been in an uptrend. From here, this is where this RSI crossed 50 from here. That's from here. So I'm going to draw my trend line from here. This is a low, and this is the recent low. This low is higher than this low. It's a series of higher lows and higher highs is what you call an uptrend. Okay. So first of all, you want to know what the trend is saying. Is it an uptrend? It's an uptrend that you're looking for what? For buys. If it's a downtrend, you're looking for sales. So currently, price has, can see what is happening here. In fact, from here, price went up, it retraced, went up to form a new high, retraced, went up again to form a new high, retraced, went even higher again to form a higher high, retraced, went up again to form a higher high, retraced, went up again to form a higher high. Now it is retracing again. You need to be able to see the market the way the market. See, the market is like life, depending on how you see it. Because all of you are there, all of you in this class, when you look at this chart, you see it differently. And because you are looking at the chart differently, they're going to be having different results. People see things differently. That's why people have different results. Some people, when they see something, they're like, oh, this thing is hard. For some people, they have, they understand what is going on and they can make informed decisions on what is happening. Okay. So currently, like I said, the trend is down, but this retracement seems to still be going probably all the way to this place here. So for a sell, you might want to go in for an instant sell to this code support here. You might want to go in for an instant sell all the way to this code support here for your instant sell. Then for your buy, is either you buy So this place where I said you should go in for a sell, look at what happened to your left. To your left, the last time price got to this stone cold support, what happened? Boom, you can see how it bought all the way here. But if it does not get here and price starts to push up, you want to go in for a buy around this what region here. So it's either you buy here, or if price gets down, so it's either you enter in a sell once price gets around here. It should, but that sell is like a short sell because the trend is actually an uptrend. Look, my RSI is still above 50. My RSI is still above 50. So I'm still looking out for buys, right? So I'm expecting some kind of rejection at any point and price will start to push up. So is that price rejects, once price comes down to this point, like what has happened to your left, that price is rejected and then it starts to push up, or if it does not get down here and it starts to come up from where it is now, you want to enter in for a buy around this region for USD JPY. So let me just increase it so that you can take like a screenshot. After take a screenshot and see what's happening. This is USD JPY in 15 minutes. Take a screenshot. Mr. So the question I asked has gone. It has passed. Maybe when I ask another question. So you can see that this thing is trying to go into this region now. So it's possible, like I said, that price will go into this region. And so this region now is like it can reject anytime from around here. It's like a buy region. So it might sell down to this stone cold support and then start to go up. So that you take your buy from this stone cold support, or if it does not get here and it starts to go back up, you can enter your buy around that region. So let me I'm analyzing USD JPY. So price is likely to come to this place and then go up from here. Or if it does not get, so like I said, you can enter in a sell, but that sell is like a temporary sell. It's like a retracement because overall my RSI is still above 50. So I'm still looking out for a buy. Okay. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to do here. You can see that price is kind of rejecting there. All right, so that is my take for USD JPY. Please understand what I said. This price can come down around this region, like what happened to your left. Look at how it came down, and then from here to start to buy, or it might start to go up from where it is and start going back up without maybe getting down to this region here. Do you understand? Okay. So we are on USD JPY. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more and I'm done. One more and I'm done. You can look at how this US 100 is rejecting from that resistance that we talked about. You can see the rejections from that resistance on US 100. Yet to get here. Okay. Let's look at US 500. This is my last instrument. After this, I'm done. Okay. So I might do US 500. I might do US states. I don't know yet, but let's see. So here, okay, let's draw the trend line from here to this point here. You make your chart very clean. So what might likely happen here is that price might get to this point and then start to sell. So this is like a sell region. This is like a sell region, right? So price can get here and start to sell because look at what has happened in the past, right? The last time price got to this trend line, boom, went down. Look at it. Last time it hits the trend line, bam, 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 down, down, down. So it's possible that price might get to that point. So it's that price moves up here and starts to sell. So this is like a sell region. So that region is like that's like where you're expecting like maybe start selling, or might even come down here. If it does not go up and it comes down around here, you can also look to sell around that place as well. So this is my take for US 500. Like I said, I could have easily said maybe place a buy if price goes up, but I don't like to I don't like to place buys when price has gone above a resistance. I don't like to place buys when price has gone above a resistance. So that is my own take. Okay. All right. Mr. Olusegun, we've given this Instagram page like how many times? Life goal investments. All right. The price is already even rejecting from that. It's already rejecting around here on 15 minutes. But I was doing this on 1 hour. So, all right. I just did US 500. 1, 2. Last one. Check if US 30 is not, no. US 30 is not really, I don't think it's the movement of it, like the way the chart is right now. I don't think it should be, it's good enough for it to be analyzed. It's currently ranging. So This is where we are going to stop. Somebody was asking about good. We've already done good. I can't recap for good. I did good, and you said that how am I supposed to recap when I've already done it? I've already done it. Can't recap. All right, so that is all I can take for today's class. That's all I can take for today's class. So let's us try and make something out of the CPA that is coming today. Good luck to all of us, and then wish you all the best. So look at day 30. Already I just gave the Instagram page now. Somebody is still asking me. I just wrote it, and somebody is still asking me about it. Like, I don't get. So this is the day 30. US 100 rejecting from that resistance we talked about. I said around this zone, you're looking for a sell that's gone up, but it's kind of rejecting around here. If you want to go in for a sell on USD card, you might want to go in for a sell because it's currently at the resistance, and you can see this rejection here. If you enter a sell here and you put your stop loss here, your risk will be very little. Your risk will be very little. Okay. All right. Thank you guys, and see you when I see you. My name is Julian, and I wish you the best. And always don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Tell your friends to tell their friends, tell their friends to tell all their friends to follow us. Mr. Samsung, you want to know how you know your account manager? Put your email. What's your email, Mr. Samsung? SMA536. All right. All right. Thank you, and have a nice day. Over and out. That is